What?
So,
My bad. Sorry. Forgot to
No, you're
resume the
fine.
recording.
So here's that. You can just send any comments, questions, concerns, any suggestions. Just please be mindful of what you send. Like, I'm also a human. I have feelings too. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Quinn. Next up, the Public Relations Committee, Sagi Renick, Senator at Large.
Hey everybody. Yeah, so my report is pretty short. Basically what we're looking to do in the kind of immediate time is vote on and put out a proclamation affirming our support for refugees, kind of in light of everything happening in Afghanistan, and also affirming our support for having refugees settle here in Kansas City as part of the greater effort to provide homes for people escaping generally Afghanistan, but just also, in general. So that is something that I plan to introduce very soon. I'm still working on kind of wording and everything, but hopefully that'll be put to a vote in front of the Public Relations Committee very soon. And then if it is voted out of our committee, then I believe, according to the Constitution, that is the end of that process. And then we have adopted that proclamation, which I think would be a very, very important and very meaningful thing for us to do as, KC, UMKC's SGA. So yeah, that is my update.
Thank you very much, Sagi. Third, we have the Senate Resolutions Committee, Chair Haley Prinz of the Collegiate Panhellenic Council.
Hello. So for Senate resolutions, I don't believe there's been anything that's come to our doorstep yet. However, in the future, when things do come before us, we will be sure to get on that for y'all.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And finally, for committee reports, our Internal Affairs Committee, Brett Boyer of the Conservatory Student Association.
Thank you, Duke. So what we did last time was we elected Brenda to be the co-chair of the committee in case I'm ever absent, someone can run the thing. We had a chance to discuss the SR 14. We didn't have any issues or any questions or anything bad about it that I was aware of. So I believe, as far as I'm concerned, we think that it's a good bill, and so no problems there. And then I just want to remind the members that I did send out the Zoom link for our meeting right after this meeting.
Thank you very much, Brett. All right, action items. We have the SR 14, the establishment of the first year council, which everyone does have access to a link to on the agenda, which I am about to repost a link to here in the chat. So if you do not have that open, you may open that now. And I'm not entirely sure how this part of the legislative proposal process works.
We're just moving forward for a vote. So if Quinn has any opening statements, you can do for and against if needed. It's not required. But you can just ask someone for to vote on the affirmative or to decline this as part of our new constitution. This does require, or part of our constitution does require 2/3.
Alrighty. So 2/3 is gonna be like 24.
Yep.
So. All right. Do we have any amendments to propose to this, or because I think, I don't know. If there are any amendments to be proposed, now would be the time to make them known, I believe. All right, then. Since there do not seem to be any amendments to be made, or unless people would like a few more minutes to look over.
Do I get to like say my statement or whatever?
Yes. Speaker Senator Quinn.
So just quickly and briefly, I just wanted to reiterate that SR 14's purpose is to establish first year council and recognize it as an official entity of SGA. And basically, it's important to add this to the Constitution, in my opinion, is because it lists the criteria for membership and the responsibilities of first year council. I got an email earlier today just with some questions and some like amendments, I guess, that could have been made. But I just wanted to reiterate, and just so we're all on the same page, first year council is basically its own entity, but there is formal Senate oversight. So there's oversight, but there's not membership to Senate. So it shouldn't like change anything, shouldn't make the Senate agenda more complicated. It's just basically first year council is here to help freshmen and transfer students learn more about the UMKC experience with more focus on learning how to advocate for the student body. And it's also important to vote, in my opinion, yes, on SR 14, just because like we have the direct impact on campus and we can better help these people make that impact. That was really bad, but I hope you get the gist of what I was saying.
Thank you very much, Senator Quinn.
Now, at this point, you should ask if there are any senators who would like to speak in the affirmative or any senators who would like to oppose the legislation.
Are there any senators who would like to speak in the affirmative of the legislation?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Gabrielle.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about how hard Quinn has been working on this and the initiative that she's taken to do this. We're all really busy, and it's really a big commitment to look at the Constitution, figure out how to adjust it, and make it better for students who might feel that they're not advocated for on campus. So I just wanted to say that, this is a good example of what we should all be doing for our councils and for the people we represent to make UMKC a better place. And I just wanted to thank Quinn again for her leadership and the time she took to do this.
Thank you, Senator Gabrielle. Are there any other senators who wish to speak in the affirmative? Are there any senators who would like to speak in opposition?
Speaker, I have a question.
Senator McGregor?
Thank you. Yeah, I was just wondering, last time we met, I had asked if this was going to effectively add 20 new members to SGA, and I could be wrong, but I believe the response I got was an affirmative, which gave me some pause, but it sounded like from Quinn, from your statement, that is not the case. So I was just hoping to get some clarification on that.
So you can technically say that they are part of Student Government Association, but they are not a part of Senate. We are not adding 20 new members. They can still have the opportunity, like all of us, to present bills to the Senate floors, but they won't, like, attendance is not mandatory in terms of Senate, and they will not be recorded by the Internal Affairs Director. So first year council will have its own meeting, its own thing, but there's Senate oversight to like make sure that things are still getting done, and it's just not this thing that's there and doesn't do anything. Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah, it does. I think I was asking, yeah, that I was curious about the presentation, which is, it seems like from the amendment that that's an open-ended opportunity for them to present that. I guess, would you expect that to be an important facet of the first year council presenting bills to the SGA?
I don't think that would be an important facet. The most important facet is for these individuals to learn how to advocate and be able to pick out, this is an issue on campus, I can fix it this way and this way, but also having the confidence to talk to these people and knowing, like, for example, I picked out that dining services is not entirely sustainable. We use styrofoam, and I know I'm going to go to dining services to talk to them about this, and I have. Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah, that's definitely helping. And I just want to be clear, I'm not hostile to the idea, just trying to wrap my head around it. And on that same note, they do get a vote of some sort, or they vote as a block. Is that correct?
It's up to the discretion of the first year council director. So you can nominate one person of the council to vote for legislation, or everyone votes, and whatever the majority is, then that's the organizational vote. So for example, if we were to vote on SR 14 and it was everyone voted, if everyone voted yes, then first year council's organizational vote would be yes. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah, thank you.
Are there any other senators who wish to speak in the affirmative or in opposition to the resolution? Is this where I say I motion to?
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to make a motion to approve SR 14.
Senator Gabrielle. I'm honestly not sure what to do at this point.
Vote by acclamation.
So at this point, it's been moved, and so we just need a second, and then we'll move forward with vote. So we have a motion on the table. We need a second.
Second.
It's been seconded. And you can move to, it's been called for by Senator Stanley for a vote of acclamation, which would be all in favor, aye, all opposed, no.
That might be a little hard here. That
Point of
particular.
clarification, we could just send it over the chat if that's easier, or raise our hands in the reactions.
I would say send over chat for votes yay or nay.
Okay, so do you have to call for all those in favor of SR 14 need to vote yay, and all those opposed nay.
All those in favor of passing SR 14, please message the chat yay. Those opposed, please type in the chat nay. All right.
Yeah, please, you have to ask for any abstentions.
Are there any abstentions to this vote? All right. Okay. With a result of 26 yays to 2 nays, SR 14 has been passed by the SGA Senate. All righty. Huge, huge bill that we just passed. Great job. Now for some new business. All right, so just a quick rundown. There's a few new updates. I did make a YouTube channel for storing our meetings. Let me look at the camera as opposed to my other screen. We have a couple of new senators. We do have a meet on or a vote on the meeting locations from here to the end of the semester. And I did receive some communications with our Chief Justice Morgan on potential Associate Justice hearings and confirmations. So, did I really not put? There we go. So the YouTube channel, it's just the UMKC SGA Speaker of the Senate. You can go and subscribe now. There's also a link on the Rue Groups page. And the idea behind this is to have the recordings of the general meetings available by Wednesday of the same week of a meeting. Currently, I've got both of our previous meetings uploaded. And you can check those out if you need to for minutes or to refresh on whatever's happened. And like I said, the link for that will be or is on the Rue Groups page. All right, next we have the new senators. So welcome Micaiah Mullins from the SALC and Ayanna Tomlin from the Multicultural Student Organization Council. Thank you guys for stepping in to serve as leaders in your councils and in your student government. I look forward to working with you. I do believe you two, as well as a few present senators, do still need training technically. And so Todd, I need to talk to you about getting that scheduled, and then we can reach out to you and anyone else who still needs it. And yeah, additionally, Micaiah and Ayanna, I will have some forms sent out to you after this meeting, such as our follow form, which is available on our agenda. You can put your name, any social media handles you have, your year in school, your major, a photo, and a way or two to contact you for our SGA website. What else? Oh, yes, and a committee preference form. So that way we can get you put onto committees for the remainder of the year. Zoom versus Chambers vote. So as we all know, the UMKC mask mandate has been extended from September 15th to October 15th. Micaiah, those forms I will send the committee preference form after this meeting, and the follow for follow form is available on the agenda, which should have a couple links somewhere in the general chat. Now, as the mask mandate has been extended, obviously that means it's a little tougher to meet in person without masks on campus. So I would like to move to vote whether or not we continue meeting over Zoom, or if we move to, or if we're going to switch locations to the chambers for the duration of this semester and have a follow-up vote come January.
I will make the motion to proceed to the vote.
I'm sorry, just a question real quick. Sorry to interrupt.
Speaker, or sorry, Senator Head, Senator Ryan.
Is this a vote to agree to vote on a meeting in person?
Let me modify my motion. I would like to make a motion to vote to keep SGA meetings online for the duration of the school year.
A second.
All right.
So Duke, at this point, you asked for discussion, so it's been motioned and seconded, and so now we're in discussion.
All right. So how do I ask for?
You can just ask if there's any discussion. If there is none, then we move the previous question and go to vote.
All right. Is there any discussion wish to be had over this vote?
Yeah, I'd be happy to speak for
Senator McGregor.
Sorry, thank you. I just like to speak in favor of being online. I know it is a little bit different experience, or even potentially keeping the option to be online open. As a parent and a very busy student, it provides a huge amount of flexibility in my schedule to be home and help with dinner. I would appreciate that opportunity continuing. So I urge affirmation of this vote.
Thank you, Senator McGregor. Do we have any further discussion? All right, those who are in favor of remaining on Zoom for the duration of this semester, please type in chat, yay. All right. Oh gosh, I really did this without, oh boy. Those who are against remaining on Zoom for the remainder of the semester, please type in chat nay. Any abstentions, please type abstain in the chat. And additionally, I would like to request that any member of the peanut gallery, please do not submit a yay, nay, or abstention in the chat unless requested. Because I do think one or two people have messaged without actually being a senator with voting privileges. As and with 28 votes yay, These meetings shall remain on Zoom for the duration of the semester. Now, for the Associate Justice news, Chief Justice Morgan has reached out to me earlier today saying that she is working on interviewing a couple of different candidates for the position. And hopefully we can get those candidates under the, I believe, the Internal Affairs Committee for initial hearing. Hopefully before the end of October, with the idea of confirming and installing a new Associate Justice to the Supreme Court on the October 25th meeting.
This class 7A15. This class 7A15.
All right.
Hmm?
So I
Same
think,
I did last week. While I was in that class. Well, we-
all right. So yeah, that is the news that I've got from Chief Justice Morgan. Unless the Chief Justice would like to make any additions, as I believe that you are present right now. If that is not the case, let us move to the officer reports. Mr. President Tim Nguyen.
Yes, so one thing that I wanted to share with everyone about is we've been in conversations with Sweeney Rec, meeting with me included, being able to meet with Liz one-on-one, as well as some of the other SGA board exec members on how we can partner with them. So this upcoming week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as we head into October, let me copy and paste this into chat for you guys to see. The 3-on-3 soccer was a hit, and that was in August. For those of you who attended or spectated, they're doing something this upcoming week for you guys to check out. Friday with spike ball, leading into Saturday with dodgeball, and sand volleyball the day afterwards. So this is an opportunity for you guys to get involved and bring out your other organizations, other friends that you maybe have to attend those events. So that's something, for example, with spike ball, they have 6 teams and they're looking to bring more people to come play. Whether you're a student here at UMKC, whether you commute, that's just an awesome opportunity for you guys to look into, and that Sweeney is working towards to make possible for students to attend. In addition, speaking more with Sweeney Rec, they're trying to involve students at the dorms. So really being able to have that opportunity to cater towards students who are just at their dorm rooms and just for them to walk outside. So really catering to that targeted population for them to have fitness classes. So bringing, the gym, so to speak, in the facilities with what they offer beyond the 4 walls of the building of Sweeney Rec. So that's just an awesome opportunity for you guys to look into. And then if so, also bookmark this link right here where you can fill in for our bookkeeping purposes, whether it be as your student leader in other organizations or attending any other event on UMKC campus, for us to really highlight the effort that you guys do and you guys are involved in as student leaders beyond just SGA, but on the other clubs and organizations that you may be a part of, whether it be Greek Life or something like Pre-Dental Society, Pre-Med Society, that's pre-professional to what your aspirations are. So we would greatly appreciate that if you would be able to fill out that link and mark that one. I believe that I put in chat for the SG activity log, whether you're a senator, whether you're an SG exec board member, and everyone is informed with that. I really do appreciate, and our team appreciates everyone who has submitted events so far, and where we're trying to go with this vision and mission is by the very end of this academic school year, by the very end of the semester, we're able to see just how many hours that SGA, those individuals that are senators, as well as with SGA board members, how many hours that we've been able together as a team, because it takes more than one to build a village, for us to really see the impact we have on community impact and student involvement here and around UMKC, not just being a student at UMKC, but being a student for our UMKC community. Thank you.
Thank you, President Tim. Next up, we have Madam Vice President Weiler.
Hi, everyone. So the time has come for Ruse Give Back to just do the general registration for it. So for anyone wanting to be involved in Ruse Give Back in any organization or just any student or staff. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the registration link in the chat. And where you guys come in is to send it to all of your organizations, clubs, the colleges you're representing, your degree programs. Just send it to pretty much everyone you know, because we really need you guys to serve as representatives. You guys are representatives in the Senate, your senators. So please just send this to all of your avenues that you have available, because we really need this event to be successful. And as I mentioned before, SGA is one of the main sponsors of Ruse Give Back, and it's going to be a really fun event. Today, the provost signed up to volunteer, so we're really excited for that. We currently only have 24 students signed up to volunteer, not including team lead. And that is a much lower number than what we're wanting. So like I said, just send it to everyone you know, and hopefully that number will be higher by the next time I talk to you all. And then I wanted to mention again the team lead form, which I have berated you all about, but we're still only at about 14 of you all even filling it out, and we'd prefer, and not even all, and that wasn't everyone saying they could be a team lead. So I put that in there as well. Please fill that out, even if you're not planning on being a team lead. If we just want to have a response so we know that you at least saw it. But also please consider signing up to be a team lead. You'd just be in charge of around 6 to 10 people for Ruse Give Back. Again, that's October 23rd. It's a Saturday from like 7:30 to like 12:30. And there's a lot of really awesome organizations and service projects that we'll be doing around town. So I put both those links in there. Definitely consider signing up for both. I'll be closing the team lead form tonight. Actually, no, I think I put it for tomorrow night, but please do it tonight. And it takes about 2 minutes. So we're excited for this event. Kim and I have been working really, really hard. So it's going to be great. And thank you.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Internal Affairs Director Malavika, what is your report?
So Rue News has just reached out to Abigail and I, as well as Sue Agarwal, about the food pantry, and they're going to do a feature on it, and we're looking forward to speaking to another campus organization about that following our feature on the Rue report with Lawrence Brooks IV, who's a senator here.
Very good. Thank you, Malavika. And finally, for officer reports, Comptroller Kyle Potts. What is your report?
So we had an SAFC meeting last week. We approved $11,407.21. We also voted in that meeting to have our next one on Zoom. So this coming Monday, I guess week from today, we'll be on Zoom, and we will vote from there how we want to proceed for the rest of the semester.
That sounds great. And we do have a late arrival, Malavika, Tatiana Taylor for the Sexuality and Gender Alliance Council. Other people who have messaged me, by the way, that I thought had already been, that had already mentioned them being here include Anya Kumar at large, and yeah, I think that is it.
Okay, I have them down.
Great. Since that concludes the officer reports, this leads to the open forum. Does anybody have anything they wish to bring to the attention of the Senate?
I have something.
Senator Quinn?
So again, with first year council, thank you to everyone that voted yes. Applications are basically open now and will close on October 2nd at 5 p.m. and the form is just on Rue groups. I'm planning on having interviews on Monday, October 4th in the evening and Tuesday, October 5th throughout the day. And I would just like to extend the invitation to you all in like you can provide your opinions on interviews. This will also prevent any bias if there are applicants that I know, and it never hurts to get another opinion. I can send an email, but just feel free to email me or just DM me if you're interested in sitting in on interviews. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Quinn. I would also like to ask about that, the application period. Do we have posts made on Instagram or could we, well, it's a little late for a newsletter, but do we have any posts made anywhere or emails sent to first years who would actually be able to do this? Or do you need us to spread this ourselves through whatever avenues we have, much like with Ruse Give Back?
So since a lot of the freshmen live in the residence halls, just from my understanding, I have flyers made. They're really cute. I worked really hard on it. Hopefully it catches people's eyes. It also has the QR code to the application. I also talked to Jessica and there will be an Instagram post for tomorrow evening or morning. And I also talked to Tim and we're going to spread it through all the avenues that we know. But I can also send an email with the link to the application. And I would really appreciate it if you just talk to all your freshman friends or transfer friends and like, hey, look at this new opportunity if you want to be involved in student government. I would really appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Do we have anyone else who wishes to speak during this open forum?
I'd like to share something. Yeah.
Senator Sagi?
Thank you. So I just wanted to talk about a really awesome internship opportunity that is open to any UMKC student, whether you're an undergrad or a grad. It's through ACUM, that's the Associated Students of the University of Missouri. And every year we do a legislative internship. In the spring, we send 2 UMKC students and two students from every school go as part of this program. They go to Jefferson City 2 days a week from Tuesdays to Thursdays, and they're there for a few hours each day. You lobby, you get a lot of really great experience with just interpersonal communication, and you talk to legislators, and it really helps hone just your communication abilities. There's also a $2,000 stipend, and there's transportation reimbursement. So it just kind of depends on a few factors, such as if you're 21 or not, whether however it looks like for you. But either way, we will make sure you can get to Jefferson City. And you can also get up to 6 hours of academic credit. I know for the political science majors here, that process involves writing an essay and submitting that and coordinating all of that with Dr. Woodson. I'm not sure what the process is for other units, but you can get up to 6 hours. You just have to talk to your academic advisor about that. And, I just can't underline enough how amazing of an opportunity this is. I did this freshman year, and it has definitely been one of my highlight experiences so far here at UMKC. The application closes this Friday, the 1st at 5. So if you're even thinking about this, I highly encourage you to get in an application. There will be interviews, and they will be made blind by our executive director, who works in Columbia. So that is done to eliminate bias. And there will also be a Title IX training that the people overseeing the applications go through, just additionally to prevent bias as much as possible and make sure that we really have quality candidates that we can submit to, become interns for us. So if you are interested, please email me. I will drop my email here in the chat if anyone is interested. But yeah, I definitely hope to see some of you apply. I know some of you in this Zoom right now I've talked to about this, but if you do have any questions, please email me. I dropped my email in the chat, and definitely tell people that you think would be good for this. We are not limiting this to political science. Anyone from any discipline can do this and be very successful in the internship. So definitely keep that in mind. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Senator Segee. Mr. President Tim has something to share about the 30 for 30.
Yeah, so something really quick I wanted to take just an extra second to reiterate. So one, with the previous form that I sent with that Duke has, I believe, was the creator of that. So I greatly appreciate Duke for that. As far as the 30 for 30 and for you guys to mark for different events as those are coming in, something that I would appreciate, and just to see if it works too, if you guys, senators and exec board included, could go on that link right now, and even for this meeting today, fill that out and have that hour count during this time today that we're meeting on Monday, September 27th, just to see that form works, and then for you guys to also bookmark it. So just to see if that is right, and if there's any difficulty or troubles with the form, let us know if you're unable to access it, or if there's a problem, or if it's the wrong form. So just to double check that. And then secondly, just to reiterate the mission and vision of what we're trying to do as SGA, and that we need your guys' help as student leaders. We talked and we've been in discussion with different events that SGA can attend. So for example, things that are coming up on the horizon, for example, just this week we had two requests actually from the Women's Center for them, for us, SGA exec, to kind of attend and pop by and to see what they're doing and to kind of spotlight them. With that being said, with the most recent link that I shared, a part of SGA, with us being able to just show up to the different organizations and events that you guys have on your plate, besides, classwork, your other jobs, your other clubs and organizations, whether it be Greek life, whether it be some pre-professional club or organization that you're in, please take a second, fill that out. And if you want, someone on the exec, me, or any of the other teammates to show up to your guys' events, we would be happy to do so, as we're trying to aim, just like with the Women's Center, with those requests coming in, 2 of them this week, to target 30 for 30. So there's 6 of us, and we're trying to divide and conquer and attend 30 community impact hours, 30 student involvement hours in a calendar event or a month, given one event a day, so to speak, on average. So that's something that we're really pushing forward on our end, and we can't do it without your guys' help to kind of find those events for where we can spotlight your organizations, and also have your help on your end with being able to see the other organizations that you guys are involved in, to kind of bookkeep, and for us to kind of see on a metric or quality scale, at the end of the year, what are we able to do with the Senate, with the rest of SGA? How many total hours have we been able to put back to the community and all the different organizations that we're involved in here at UMKC? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. All right. Should there be no further things for open forum, I would like to declare this meeting adjourned at 6:53 p.m. Thank you all for showing up and participating and doing your duty as a senator. We'll see you on the 11th of October, and and your committee chairs will see you in your meetings. All right, stop share, stop recording.